Namaskar everybody and welcome to the third day of Navratri. So today the Ashtalakshmi form that we are going to be talking about is Gajalakshmi. Shri Mahalakshmi Devyai Namaha. So as per the points given to us by Srimati Prabha Senish, today what has been told about Gajalakshmi. So the Dhyana Shloka for this Devi, Gajalakshmi, given by Srinidhi Swami, says अभिषिक्तां गजेन्द्राभ्याम् अम्भोजरचितासनाम् अम्हो मम हरन्तीं ताम् antah kurve sadaramam. So what Swami says is that by quoting this shloka, he is reminding us about how the birth of Lakshmi took place from the Kshira Sagara. At the time when the Devas and the Asuras together were doing Samudra Manthanam to get Amritam, at that time, one of the things, first we know how the halahal poison came out, and after that all the good things came out from that churning of the ocean. And among those, the most resplendent one thing that came out, that was indeed this Devi called Gajalakshmi. So how is where is she seated? She is on the Amboja. She is seated on the lotus flower. Now, when Gajalakshmi manifested in this way in the Milky Ocean, Indra provided her with a simhasana, and he made her to sit on that simhasana and coronated her. Her Pattabhisheka was done. How was that Pattabhisheka done? By the Ashtadiggajas, the 8 elephants. They used water of all the holy rivers and they did Abhisheka for this Gajalakshmi Devi. Now, Swami says that if I remember this form of Gajalakshmi, by remembering this form, she will take away, she will cleanse me and wash away all my sins. She will destroy all my papas. That is why I always keep this Rama, I keep this Devi in my mind. I always meditate upon her. If we look at the name relevant to Gajalakshmi in the Lakshmi Ashtottara Shatanamavali, the 35th name called Amrita is relevant to her. Why is this name connected with Gajalakshmi? Because she is considered as the Amrita actually who came out of the Ksheerasagara. The Tamil Alvars have sung very much and very often of this entire episode of churning of the Milky Ocean. So they say that the Lord, he only wanted an excuse. He told the Devas that by churning the Milky Ocean, they will get Amrita, which will help them regain their strength and fight the Asuras to regain their Swargaloka. However, the Alvars sing that, "O Lord, you used this as an excuse. What was your real intention?" The real intention was that when this Milky Ocean gets churned, then the daughter of that Sagara, the daughter who is Lakshmi herself, she will emerge and she is the Amritam. You wanted to give Amrita nectar to the Devas and you said they should churn the ocean. But what was really your interest in this? Indeed, you have a vested interest in this because you wanted that Amrita of Mahalakshmi Devi for yourself. And indeed, this Devi is the one who emerged from the ocean during the churning of the ocean. And it is at that time that after her Pattabhisheka was performed, she wedded the Lord himself. So this Devi is considered as Amrita. Now, it is said that the ocean actually has a blue color. This Milky Ocean also had that milky color because it is Ksheerasagara, but also because the Lord himself was present there, right? At the time of churning, he took the form as Ajita and he was there. He was the Kurmavatara. He was the one who was holding the mountain on his back. He was the one who was Ajita and holding the mountain from top to place it stay in a stable way. He is the one who was doing the entire churning process. And because his form is Nila Megha form, it is like the bluish black clouds. That ocean had taken on that color. But the minute this Devi emerged, it took on a golden glow. it was the entire Milky Ocean started appearing like golden color. As we know in the Sri Sukta, it is told that to describe this Devi, they say Hiranyavarnam Harinim, like that. It is described. So she has that Hiranya, that golden color, and that is why the Milky Ocean became golden in color at the time when she emerged. Now, what is the significance of this Devi for us? What should we be worshipping her for? We said that she is associated with Amrita. Now, what is the Amritam that we are seeking? So, here again, the Acharyas explain that actually everybody thinks and we say that the Amrita which came from the churning of the Milky Ocean that revived the Devatas, right? And gave them strength to fight against the Rakshasas. But in reality, what our Acharyas explain is that it was not that Amrita, that physical drinking of the nectar is not what revived them. The Kripa Kataksha, the motherly love, and that glance of protection from this Devi, Gajalakshmi Devi, that is what protected. That was the Amrita. That is what revived the energy and the spirits of the Devatas. That is what gave them energy to fight against the Asuras. So, today on this third day of Navaratri, let us offer gratitude to Gajalakshmi and let us meditate on her on this form so that we get blessed with the Amrita of her Kripa Kataksha. Just as the Devatas were blessed by her benevolent grace, let us pray that we also get the Kripa Kataksha of Devi Gajalakshmi. Namaskar.